Hey dudes, welcome to Hilah Cooking. I'm Hilah. Today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make a folded cheese omelet that's kind of more like an American style omelet than like the rolled French thing, but it's super easy and just put some cheese in it and it'll be yum yum in your tum-tum. Okay, here's what you need. For one omelet we're going to use 2 eggs and some cheese and butter and salt and pepper. First thing to do is beat the eggs up really, omelet faux pas. Beat the eggs up really well. You want to just make sure that all of the the yolk and the white part is mixed up super, super good. So use a firm hand. Looking très bien over here. All right, now I'm going to cook it. And you'll see here, so normally I would use a cast iron skillet. This is like one of the very few times I'm not using that. Mainly because this skillet here has much more sloping sides than my cast iron skillet, so it's going to make it a lot easier to move the omelet around and get it out without tearing it or anything. You could use a nonstick if you'd rather do that, but I find that a good heavy steel skillet that's real clean, so you know, scrub it, works just as well. So here we go. All right, I also need to add salt and pepper to my eggs before I continue. So look guys, I got a pepper grinder. Wow, thanks to my little brother. Okay, so turn this on pretty high heat and we're gonna put a tablespoon of butter or so in here. You could use olive oil, you could use both, and we're just gonna let that melt and wait. We're looking for it to, after it melts, it's going to then kind of like bubble up, like foam up, so we're gonna wait for that point in time. It's a crucial moment. Okay, so this is melted. I'm going to kind of swirl it around. You can see how it's kind of turning white. The butter's kind of foaming up. That's good. So just a few more seconds. We're going to let it get a little bit more foamy looking, kind of bubbling up a little, and then I'll put the eggs in. And just make sure that you're also like getting the butter kind of like swirled up around the edges there too. Alright, yeah, gotta let it get real hot first, sorry. This probably takes longer than the actual cooking of the eggs part. Okie dokie. Alright, so this butter's kind of starting to turn a little bit golden. I'm going to turn my heat down a little. Put my eggs in. And like almost immediately you can see that it starts to get a little whiter on the edges where it's cooking. So I'm going to let it just sit for 10 seconds or so, kind of let that bottom layer set up, and then just kind of gently start pulling it in and letting the raw egg fill in the holes. I'm just going to make sure that my edges aren't sticking. Whoa, flying egg everywhere. Okay. And when it's almost set, like you can just see, there's just a little bit of runny egg left. Jeez Louise. I'm going to put my cheese in. So this is like when you would put in like some sauteed onions or mushrooms or ham or whatever, spinach, whatever you want to put in there. So I just sprinkle it over that. And pull this up. Bloop, like so. Flip that over. Okay, cool. I'm going to turn my heat off and just kind of make sure it's not sticking on the bottom there. And now time to get it out of the pan. Okay, so kind of shimmy it to the edge there, and then ta-da! an omelet, messieurs et madames. All right, let's dig into this baby. I'm gonna put some Tabasco on it first. Okay, let's see what we have inside here. All right, so the deal about an omelet, it's a little bit soft inside still. If you're not into like slightly undercooked eggs, I mean, they're totally cooked enough to be safe, but they're a little soft and like silky and smooth. But if you're not into that and you want your omelet well done, don't do it. Just remember, Rocky ate raw eggs and he was totally awesome. So be like Rocky and eat yummy omelets. Oh man, nothing like an awesome cheese omelet. Tell you what. All right, well there you go. That's how to make an omelet. Do it. Do it a bunch of times, get really good at it, and then impress your date or your significant other or your mom, whatever. Whoever you got to impress, make them an omelet. All right, see you later.